No gaming app is immune to this. No social media app is immune.
The FBI is warning cases of sextortion targeting teens is on the rise, especially teenage boys between the ages of 14 and 17. Amanda Vidal, public affairs officer for the FBI in Jacksonville, says predators often pretend to be of like age or have similar interests to their victims.
Sometimes it starts out pretty innocent. They'll ask for photos of their victims' clothes, just smiling at the camera. But it will progress over time, sometimes a very short period of time, to having them send sexually explicit images to the offender. Once the offender gets images that they think they can use to extort their victims, they will then say to them, I've obtained these photos and videos from you. Now, if you don't take even more egregious photos and videos, then I will, the predator says to them, release what you've already sent to me to your parents, to your church groups, to your coaches, to your teachers. I'm going to ruin your life if you do not do what I say.
She warns sextortion can happen on any platform from social media to gaming apps. She issues this warning to parents.
Please tell your children, whoever they are talking to on the other end of the line, if they do not know them personally, that person could be anyone. If they are even acting like a child, talking like a child, it doesn't matter. These predators are very good at what they do. They sometimes have hundreds of victims across the world.
Last year, the FBI says nearly $14 million was stolen in sextortion scams. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. A 59-year-old woman from New Jersey was killed and 2 critically injured in a car accident on State Road 11 in Bunnell yesterday morning. The collision involving a sedan and an SUV happened just before 11 a.m. just west of Old Hall Creek Road. The sedan, traveling east, crossed the dashed line into the westbound lane where it struck the front of an SUV, causing a head-on collision. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, the 59-year-old woman from New Jersey who was killed in the accident was not wearing her seatbelt. She was a passenger in the SUV. The male driver of the sedan and a female passenger of the SUV are both in critical condition. The sedan's 19-year-old male passenger suffered minor injuries, as did the female driver of the SUV. It was the 9th road fatality in Flagler County this year, already matching the number of lives lost on Flagler County roads last year. Florida Highway Patrol is investigating the crash. Flagler County deputies make one of the biggest drug busts in county history in Bunnell.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley joined the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Special Investigations Unit and SWAT to execute a narcotics search warrant on a residence in Bunnell, seizing enough fentanyl to kill 32,000 people. The Bunnell residence is located at 207 South 7th Street with fentanyl, heroin, oxycodone pills, hydromorphone pills, cocaine, and various drug paraphernalia.
This drug house is now closed. Our SWAT team hit it along with our Special Investigations Unit. I've told you before, if you're a drug dealer, get the hell out of Flagler County, because you never know when we're going to take down your house, close your poison peddling business, and put you in the green roof inn.
30-year-old Twain Slater also has a criminal history dating back to 2010 in Flagler County. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Close to 100 new homes are coming to a neighborhood in Palm Coast.
The city's planning board considered a proposal to add 95 homes on vacant land north of Royal Palms Parkway and west of Belterre Parkway. Residents spoke out against the expansion.
Let's put this in with tiny lots, tiny homes. It's going to affect the value. I'm sorry, but I work really hard and I don't want that to happen either.
If you look also at this plan, there's only one way in and one way out. God forbid something happened in that entrance. I don't see another road. Is there another access road to get out of the property in an emergency? Don't see it.
Attorney Jay Livingston is representing the developer and addressed that second concern.
For the gentleman that asked that question, that's the primary entrance. That line right there is an emergency ingress egress for when there is a need for a secondary access point. And that is actually a turning radius study, so a certain size fire truck can actually make that turn. It's for the city's purposes to verify the turn. So there are actually 2 in and outs. There's just one primary paved in and out. The other one is only for emergency purposes.
The board voted 6-1 to recommend that the city council approve the developer's plan. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
One of Flagler Fire Rescue's longest employees is saying goodbye.
Community paramedic Karen Prather, who was the force behind the community paramedicine program, which started in 2018 and has won numerous national, regional, and state awards, is retiring after more than 20 years with Flagler Fire Rescue. For her, this goodbye was a tough one.
My career here has been the best. It has been phenomenal. I have met such great people. I have worked with such great people. My patients that I deal with on a regular basis, it's been a phenomenal last couple of weeks because I've gone and said goodbye to them, which has been very difficult.
Flagler County Fire Chief Michael Tucker thanked Prather for her decades of service at a recent Flagler County Commission meeting. He noted Flagler County Fire Rescue is a young agency in operation for as long as Prather's been there.
She has been an integral part of it, ever since. She has an absolute heart for the residents and the visitors to the county. She has an absolute heart for the members of Flagler County Fire Rescue. It is not a day goes by that I don't hear from the firefighters and the paramedics that, well, Karen says she is definitely an influential leader, inside of our organization. She's going to be missed. She's got some tremendously big shoes to fill.
Prather's community paramedicine program was recently recognized by the Northeast Florida Regional Council and won awards last year from the National Association of Counties and the Florida Association of Counties. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Should the city of Palm Coast have a larger city council?
Palm Coast Mayor David Alfin thinks so. Alfin said on a recent episode of the Business Report on WNZF that the city would soon add another 27,000 acres to its current 40,000 acres as it moves west. He said that could be cause for another 2 city council members.
And it might make sense because you would like each city council member, even though we're all at large, have a focus and perhaps even live in an area that is different than the others. That would make sense so that they could bring to the dais an opinion from their neighborhood, from the local residents.
Mayor Alfin said the council members have to qualify and live within certain areas of the city for 45 weeks of their terms and be living in that district when they file for election. Listen to the Business Report on Saturday mornings at 10 here on WNZF or anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Mayor Alfin talks about changing the city charter to get new members on the council. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.